Hey, do you want to go outside?
Yes.
It is way too late in the morning for me to be drinking my first cup of coffee. But I spent the last hour and a half trying on outfits so I can pack because we're going to California tomorrow. Videoing you.
Why?
Because I like how you look. You ready to go do some farming? Farmer?
Yeah, what's farming?
Last time to do farm chores for next week. Last time to milk goats for a week.
Yep. Let's do it.
Last time to feed chickens for a week. Hunt for eggs for a week. Let's go check and see if the turkey's hatched yet.
Okay.
Hey Kitten George, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning, mister. You're the best cat in the whole wide world. Hey. You beautiful girl. Well, our Lamanche is so funny with their lack of ears. Do y'all know that I'm actually like really afraid of roosters? Every time they come around me, even if they've never been aggressive, I feel really sketchy. Back up, back up. And I may be carrying a very expensive camera, but I assure you if a rooster came after me, I'd use what I had to use. I'd do what I had to do. I was gonna show y'all Clover's funny little ears because I've had a few people ask me about Lamanches. See, they just don't have very much of an external ear at all. It's just a little nub there. That's just a breed characteristic of La Mancha breed. They're all like that. And they honestly are my favorite. No, ma'am. You don't chew my strap. Mayhem. We have mostly Nubians, which are which are known for their really long ears, like Jessie Bird here. We have 2 Lamanches and we have a couple of mixes. They came from my cousin. That's the kind of goat she kept. And when I got them, I actually completely fell in love with them. My animals are just like going after my camera today. I got Kitten George thinks the little microphone fuzzy thing is very interesting. So my cousin gave me my 2 Lamanches and I love them. And we've actually really downsized our herd recently. We've gotten rid of several of our Nubians, which I love my Nubians too. They're both dairy breeds. And we are looking at the possibility of maybe getting a couple more Lamanches once we get our other fences built and we have some more space. We don't want to add anything else as long as all we have is the yards that are currently in place. Some people deal with having cat or dog hair on their clothes, and I have to get the lint roller out on the daily for goat hair. Thanks a lot, ladies. Thanks a lot. Ducky, do you need some attention? So our flight is early in the morning and we are headed to California for Baker Creek's Heirloom Seed Expo. I actually mentioned going to California in a vlog last week and had several comments of people asking why, and I have mentioned it before, but I don't think I had shared exactly when I'm going to be speaking. It's going to be Tuesday at noon. You can go to their website, go to the information about the expo. They've got a speaker schedule. There are so many good speakers. I am really excited to go, to share, to learn, and to meet so many of you. Those of you who have messaged me telling me that you're going to be there, I cannot wait to get to meet all of you and finally put some faces to some of the names that I see so regularly in my comment section. So if you're going to be there, please leave a comment below. Let me know. We will be there for the whole 3 days of the expo, so I'd love to get to meet as many of you as possible. And for those of you who are wanting to catch my talk, it is going to be Tuesday at noon, right actually after Becky of Becky's Homestead, which I'm super pumped about, and Doug and Stacy from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy are going to be there. I think they're speaking the next day. I just found out that the Fit Farmer is going to be there. I will put links to all those YouTubes down below. But there's going to be a lot of great people. If there's anybody else that you guys know of that I haven't heard about yet, let me know. I'm just so excited. So Jeremiah's family, some of his family members are coming to stay at our house to take care of our farm, so it's going to be in good hands. And we are now going around doing our last round of farm chores before we're gone for a week. This is actually the first time in our marriage that Jeremiah and I have just gone away for 5 days like this without kids or without visiting like family and staying with family. We've never done this before because when we got married we already had small children, and so that really changed the dynamic of the early years of our marriage. And so many of our trips, when we had to take days off to do a trip, it was to go, you know, pick up Malia from her mom. You know how that goes. So this is a really big deal to us. We're so thankful to Baker Creek for making it happen, and I'm just really excited to get to meet so many of you and to get to share my heart for the joy of gardening. Do you want to be built, Miss Chloe? Are you ready? One thing on my to-do list when I get back is to come through the goat barn and scoop up all this dark, rich composted bedding and manure, because that is going to go in the pile for next spring's garden. Jeremiah is getting the feed so that I can milk, but I want to go check on the turkeys and see if any of those poults hatched. I have no idea when she started sitting on those. I have a general idea, but I don't know how many days ago it was, so could be any day. There are always toy dinosaurs laying around my property. At one point I started taking photos of them as if I was seeing them in the wild. No, Christopher Walken, you go on. You go on. It's my personal opinion that goats in rut are like one of the worst creatures in the world. Christopher Walken is non-discriminatory on who he tries to come on to. That means I don't turn my back to him while I'm out here, or else he'll start blowing his little goaty lips near me and I'm like, oh. You'll hear her hissing at me. That is what a broody hen looks like when she wants you to leave her the heck alone. I may try to get some feed, see if I can lure her out here to eat, and come in here and candle her eggs, and then I'll kind of have an idea of how far along they are. But I'm not going to try to do that while she's in here, because I value my skin. Oh hey, it's Pat. Well, Pat is a hen that lays eggs and has giant spurs. She's a pretty girl. The spurs are a little weird though. Do you need some screen time too, little Orpington girl? Hi. It's pretty. It's one of my olive eggers. And the lone guinea. That guinea has been running around this farm for 2 years. Only one here. Oh, isn't he regal? What's up, Ness? Nessie girl. Sookie is my spookiest goat. She does not come near me. Back up. No, sir. No, sir. Back up. Back up. Back up. No. Need a stick. You won't come near me if I've got a stick. No, sir. You know, the sweetest, bottle-fed, loving goats turn into crazed monsters when they go in rut. I was talking about it with my friend Lisa, who I got Christopher Walken from yesterday, and she said her sweetest goats she doesn't trust when they're in rut. She's talking about a pretty big critter with one thing on their mind. How did I get so popular? They think I have worms. I don't. Y'all ready to see some impressive animal husbandry? That's what I want. George is mad at me because I won't give him more milk. We have been kind of debating about exactly what to share about a certain situation and when to share it. But I do want to ask you guys for your prayers. I introduced you all to Jeremiah's mom last week, and this week. She ended up having to have some procedures done. She's in the hospital right now, and we don't have a whole lot of definitive information. We don't have like a real plan of action, so I don't really feel okay giving a lot of details about that stuff. I will just say that we really appreciate your prayers. We talked as a family, and she was insistent that we still go on our trip this week, and you know, it's not a situation where us being here can change it, and it's not a situation where being out of town for 5 days is going to be an issue. But there's a little bit of somberness to our tone. We're so excited about our trip. I think it's honestly really going to be very good. I think it's going to be very good for Jeremiah to take some time to rest, like thoroughly rest. But it's hard whenever you do show parts of your life in such a personal way, because like, for instance, I know he's been really pretty somber today, and I'm vlogging, and it's just hard to feel like you're being honest whenever there's a really massive thing going on and people don't know, but you don't want to be fake and like put on a front like everything's absolutely okay. So for me, I think the easiest thing is to say, hey, there's something going on. We really appreciate your prayers. We are on our way to the hospital right now. We're taking our boys up to see her for the first time. She really wanted to get to see them. So we're headed that way right now. And we're all very hopeful. We all have joy. And we are thankful for the peace that we get to walk in. So, do you have anything you want to say? One more thing that I wanted to touch on in this vlog, and that'll be it for this. We have been asked so many times by you guys to do a live Q&A, but the reason we've never done that is because our internet at our house out in the country is horrific. Like, the same video that it takes me 15 minutes to upload at the hospital where they have really good Wi-Fi takes 6 hours at my house. So we've never done a live Q&A, and we were thinking about doing that while we were in California, since we'll be at a hotel, we'll have good internet. So I'm wondering if that's something that would be cool for y'all, but that's something that we're considering doing. If you think that's a good idea, make sure you leave a comment down below. And again, let me know if you're going to be at the expo, because I am really looking forward to seeing all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for your prayers. We bless you. Until next time.